Guys, hi, this is Lisha from Scarlet Moon Creations, and I'm back. This is my February 2020 Witchy Plan With Me video. Planning starts, as always, during the dark moon. Right now we're dealing with the dark moon in Aquarius. My moon sign is Aquarius, so I'm feeling rather comfortable with this moon cycle. Like last year, but unlike my January setup, I've gone back to using the Color Mage Oracle deck that I have to help me pick out colors to use for each month. And so my two colors, as far as this setup goes, are Pale Lime and Salmon. I'm still planning on using like an Art Deco-ish feel, frames and that kind of thing, a very uniform, almost engineering type of look, but I picked one particular frame for or look for this month, and I planned it out with my pencil, but this time it's going to be in color instead of black and white or the gold pen that I used for January and for my 2020 setup. So the colors for my Stabilo pens are these two, 33 for the green and 40 for the kind of, it's a brighter red, almost reddish orange. I did not really feel like pulling out the watercolors for this, because that's the only thing I have that's close enough to the salmon. But yeah, all my other supplies are listed down below in the description. I plan to probably use this washi tape as yeah, it's one I got from Michael's. It's part of this Boho Bohemian set, which all of the ones are not in there, the container, but yeah, if you happen to find this set, then go ahead and use it. So, continuing the trend I started at the end of last year, I will not be doing a flip through or review of the previous month in this video. That will be a separate video coming up in about a week or so. So subscribe if you're looking forward to that. But otherwise, let's get planning. Alright guys, now that I'm done setting up, let's go over these spreads. So one thing I'm noticing, this is the Muji notebook, and there's it's there's a lot more ghosting in this than I'm used to, just with the Stabilo pens. All of my supplies are linked down in the description always, so do look there if you want to know what I'm using. But yeah, more ghosting. Also, like, these pages can't really handle me erasing stuff, so a habit I've gotten into is penciling out the layouts I want ahead of time. So there's less of me trying to figure out what I want to do while I'm filming. And yeah, erasing that made a lot of my pages wrinkled as if I had done watercolor. But anyway, so just so you know, that's just not things I'm used to and something that happens. This is my cover page. Pretty simple. Keeping the cover page theme I started with January, and just having the name of the zodiac sign that the moon is in when I start this moon cycle, and that is now Aquarius. And this is a ginormous version of the Art Deco like pattern that you'll see throughout. So here we have my monthly log. Not as many things happening this month as last month, thank God. It was really stressful thinking about it. But yeah, so mostly just holidays and two events, hopefully two events. And yeah, I've got the moon phases on the side there with my dates and days of the week, and continuing that pattern. I used it as a title here, and then my projects list that I want to work on, I just went through the middle because I went down the middle because I don't know if you can see it on the screen here, but ghosting from the other side of the page. I'm not writing any harder or any darker than I normally do, so yeah. I don't know, for some reason I didn't notice it too much when I was doing this in the other Muji book that I have here, but what can you do? My field and sky notes will go here as always. That's astrological information for this lunar cycle and what's going on the earth around me. What's growing, what's not growing, what's happening with the weather and stuff like that. A different sort of similar thing happening on the side here. My release and manifest page. I'll put a word here to signify what I want to release during the full moon coming up, and then what I want to manifest for the next new moon or dark moon. That word or two will go here in the middle, and I start like experimenting with different formats of that kind of Art Deco look. Now, two new pages, layouts. So last month I mentioned how I wanted to have information about the books I'm reading and music I'm listening to or want to listen to. Last month I just combined them all on one page, and when I do my January review, my January Capricorn review video, you'll see how that worked out. But because I know how that worked out, I know that I felt the need to make individual pages for each. This year am using a book tracker spreadsheet from Hardback Hoarder, and I'm using it in Google Sheets, so that's fine. That's for the best. Not everything goes in my bullet journal. There's lots of things I use online. Um, and, but I don't always want to be running to that. I just want to see like the books that I read in the month and have some quick stats in front of me, particularly when I want to do my recent reads videos. It'll be easier to just look at my bullet journal than to try to pull up that Google spreadsheet while I'm sitting in front of a camera, not on a computer. Also, I'll have down here just readathons, and you'll see what information I plan on including later. For music, I don't have a spreadsheet, so more information here, though I might play around over the next couple of months in making a spreadsheet. Just want to highlight how many hours I listened, and then what source I'm listening to. I might change this because really I want to know like how much I'm listening to on what platform, and so I probably need to adjust this a little bit, or maybe I'll just write the number of hours next to the check boxes. The other thing is, I wasn't sure what playlists to do. So, like I mentioned before, I want to start listening to more American music again and keeping track of my faves. So, like, basically the most played ones, the ones I'm like, oh, I want to hear that again and again and again, that will go here. I made space for like 8 songs. Here, though, sometimes there's stuff that I want to listen to that's old that comes to mind during this that month's time period, so I'll put those here. So I might have the songs ahead of time, and they might just occur to me while over the course of the lunar cycle. So like Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles is something I know I'll be listening to because this is a song I like to listen to as part of my in bulk oil milk ritual as a witch. So that will definitely come up, and any others I think of I'll put here. So those are new pages. Back to oldies but goodies, memories, and the new moon and Aquarius review. So as always, these will be filled out at the end of the lunar cycle or the end of the month. And yeah, what I decided is best is sometimes I don't get to do this like literally at the last day, and it's really helpful if I do keep track of my numbers, fans, and followers on various social media for business purposes, literally on the last day of the month or the first day of the new month. So what I'm going to do from now on, or try to, is put this part of my review, have it already written so I can write that in, and then when I get to like the long form answer for the other questions of my review, I can do that whenever I have the time. And then I leave space. The only other thing is not colored in. I don't know how well you can see this, but I am applying for jobs, so I created this job application spread. I got this from Crafty Engineered on Instagram, link in the description. It's pretty basic. I haven't colored it in because it wasn't important to do this now. It's not a monthly spread exactly, so yeah. And next up, we've got my content calendar. I honestly just got sick of like trying to fit in calendar at the end and not leaving myself enough space. It happens every single month no matter what font type I use, so why do that to myself? Oh, I'm realizing. Okay, so this is not the Muji notebook. It's like I forget what it's called, but link in the description. And this has recycled paper, unlike the notebook. So it's a little hardier, I think. And that's why I didn't realize. Yeah, this doesn't have the ghosting as badly, and erasing doesn't like wrinkle it as if I used water on it. So that's something to note. But yeah, so content color keeping the same color scheme, my same key as usual. I put in holidays and the little post-it notes for videos I plan on doing, or the ones I can think of off the top of my head, and the same Art Deco thing there. The last thing I want to show you guys is not in here. I didn't get to show you guys last month because I didn't really think about it, but in my 2020 setup, annual setup, I did show real quick. I'm using a new divination journal. Here it is. Here it is. And here is my year ahead spread. So it's different. I'm using a different format than before. I'm using the Black Moon Oracle deck and the Lion Strider Tarot deck. I'm also doing the 12 Omen days where I used charms. And then for clarification, I did some Stickdomancy, which is similar to Bibliomancy, where you use a book for divination, and some plant life. If you're interested, let me know. I can do a video on this. It's brand new, so, and something I kind of made up on the fly. But yeah, so I will have at the end of each month, as part of my personal review, going over the cards I pulled and the omens I pulled, and journal about that in here. Also, this is my divination journal, so any like other card readings I do, astrology readings, all that kind of stuff, which you can get in my Etsy shop, link in the description as always, with a 10% discount code for all of you. Those will go in here as well, my personal ones anyway. So in the review video for January, you'll see the ones I do for the January Capricorn cards that I pulled and the charm. But I just wanted to show you really quick. So the Two of Cups from the Lion Strider Tarot, this is the card I pulled. And so below, I used the washi tape because I actually didn't feel like it fit in with the bullet journal spreads I did. So yeah, but I tried to draw like a similar symbol around it. And so yeah, I just put the name of the card here. I'll put, you know, thoughts and stuff on this page. And then similarly, this is my as above card from the Black Moon Astrology Oracle deck, Mars or Force, and I will journal about that here, and I guess show you guys when I do a February review, and that will continue on throughout the month. So that is it, guys. That is my February plan with me. Please like this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you would like to see more of this type of content and then some. Let me know if you have any questions, any ideas, anything you want to say. Leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.